nervous.
I'm not.
You're not?
I might be.
Listen, you'll be fine. You're like, you realize who I am with my mouth? And I'm like, yeah, that's what makes it entertaining. That's why I want you to come on and co-host.
But like, do kids watch this?
You're open to say whatever you want.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go.
You can say however you
Are
want,
you
whatever
sure?
you want. Yeah, why not?
Okay, I'm just checking.
New board here. I'm trying to figure it out. I will not mess with your voice, I promise.
Liar.
What's going on with you? What's been going on? Anything?
Living the dream.
Living a dream?
Yeah, just working.
Just working.
Just working.
You still doing the pizza thing?
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Because I heard somebody call you Pizza Girl last week, and that.
Oh yeah, who was that?
That was my buddy Sal.
Oh, but then you told him to stop hitting on me.
Yeah, I did, and I'm like, she's not a guy, Sal, because we call him Big Gay Sal, and he's not gay. But then he came over here and asked about you again. I'm like,
No,
Sal.
he didn't.
He did. I swear, he did. Just the other day. I'm
Hey,
like, Sal. I'm like, Sal. She's not a guy, bro. I don't know.
I mean, it's 2023. You don't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, I can clearly see you're not a guy.
Those are socks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, totally
right.
socks.
Just tonight, you just put them in.
Yeah, I'm tucked them. Yeah,
Okay.
everything's tucked where it needs to be tucked. And
Yeah.
like, those are socks.
Yeah, those are some big socks.
Big socks for big shoes.
Maybe. I don't know. So, anything else been going on in your world? Kids going back? You got a kid in college, a kid your daughter is a senior? Junior.
Yeah.
And then a sixth grader.
Yeah.
So, how's that going?
I miss my oldest because she like wrangles in the youngest. And we're going up to see her in like 2 weeks. So,
what college does she go to?
St. Bonaventure.
And what's her major?
Accounting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good major.
She's going to make mama some money.
Yeah.
Apparently, I got to buy some titties since I got socks.
And then your daughter, that's a junior, is a cheerleader.
Yep, she's varsity cheerleader.
And she excited about her junior year.
She is actually. I used to call her the unpeppiest cheerleader because she'd be sitting there super like stone faced, like concentrating. I'm like, you do not look peppy at all. I'm like, you need to get it together. And then this year, she's like super like into it. She's laughing and she's having fun with her friends, so it's good.
It seemed like the spirit was up last week across the board. There's a
think
lot of
it's my
people
outfit.
there. Yeah, I mean your outfit was pretty intense.
I'm definitely that mom. I mean, like, they like it.
Yeah,
I really do it to embarrass them, but
it
like
backfires because they like it.
They're like, let's go shopping. You need to get this. You need to get this. You need to get this. Like,
and your younger daughter feels that way too.
no, she hates it. She's not there yet. She'll get there.
Well, she's a real good athlete, though, right?
Yes.
So
if you give that child a ball, she's dominating. It's sick.
Now, what does she play any sports like now?
She does basketball with the Sonics. So she'll start this little clinic they have going on Sundays. This Sunday she'll start that, and then she'll do bitty basketball
in the winter,
spring, whatever it's called, and then
softball.
I want her to play softball so bad she won't do it.
No, so she's just basketball.
Just basketball. She wanted to do football, but then she's like, nope, I don't want to do that. I actually had her sign up for the Outlaws just for COVID. And COVID canceled the whole season.
Yep, sure did. I know. I was still. We were still there when that happened.
Yeah.
COVID fucked up a lot of stuff. So everything. So it changed kids' interests, which is crazy. You know, you'd have kids that really love this, and then all of a sudden COVID happens. A year and a half later, they come back and they're like, I found something else to do. Yeah. I play golf now or something.
Yeah, sounds stupid.
And your daughter that's a junior, how's her class load? I know junior year was my hardest year, so.
She has a pretty easy caseload as far as like classes. Like she's got her normal like mandatory
math, history, whatever. Yeah.
So she's got all that, and then she was going to do BOCES, but she couldn't figure out what she wanted to do.
So she's like that kid that has no idea what she wants to do and is just kind of rolling the dice.
Super frustrating, yeah. So frustrating. I'm like, these are your last 2 years of high school. You have to figure it out. And she's like, I don't know. Like,
that's kids today. They don't know.
Whatever. Like, I'm
almost retired and I don't know what I want to do.
Like, I have a whole career, and I'm like, let's
quit
and sell pizza.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what?
And what did I do? And then
it literally lasted 4 weeks. I was like, I miss my patients. I miss the craziness. Like, I need the hustle and bustle. Like,
well, do you think that's more a personality thing?
No, because I mean, it was still like people, and
the pizza place, but I think pizza, you know what you got. Where in nursing, you don't know what you're coming up against every day.
No,
is that kind of the draw for you?
I think
unknown.
Yeah, because these people come up and they call with the most ridiculous shit. The dumbest shit. And I'm like, why did you just call here for that?
I blew my nose and a Lego came out.
Right. Like, what do we do? I'm like, clean the Lego?
Yeah.
Put it away? I don't know.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, I was exposed to COVID. Congratulations.
Right.
We're 3.5 years into this. You're still asking what to do when you're exposed.
Right. Like, go get a kit and
test
check
yourself.
It out.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Isolate. Stay away from people. Wear a mask. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's what draws you to that. I mean, you're a nurse, right? Yeah. So that's what draws you to that is the unknown from day to day. Because your day can never be, I mean, it could be, but I bet you it's rarely repetitive to a degree.
To a degree. I'm in primary care, so it pretty much is repetitive. Like I got physicals, people are coming in for this, that, and everything else. And now it's like everyone wants their flu shots and they want this new RSV shot and the new COVID shots coming out. So everyone's just...
Yeah, I heard the radio ads for get your COVID shot. I'm done getting those things. I
have my first 2.
And that's what we're saying?
That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I have my first 2.
Yeah, no, I'm saying. I did the original one, the Johnson, but I'm not putting more in. I'm just not. I'm not. It is what it is, you know.
I think people should just do their own research and figure out what they do instead of listening to everybody else.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you can answer or not answer. Did you allow your kids to be vaccinated?
No.
See, and I wish I did. I wish my kids did not because they were young enough. They were young enough and healthy enough. Mm-hmm. I didn't think they needed that. And then when you see like high level athletes just dropping.
Right, like last year.
Yeah, like last year. Yeah.
I mean, it was it could just be the freak thing with the
one in a
million,
1 billion chance that he got hit in between a heartbeat. I don't know about that because especially when LeBron James' son, who's a high level athlete, just drops in the same thing, it makes you start to wonder. I have a friend who's never been allergic to bees in his life. Ever since the COVID shot, he just got stung for the first time. His whole body he's like on fire.
Yeah.
And in the weird spots. And I'm like, dude, how? It's like, well, I'm not saying who it is, but he goes, his whole body gets on fire and his balls. He goes, it's the weirdest thing. I get stung in the head, but then
his balls are on fire?
Like under,
he just wants a reason to touch it.
It's almost like where he sweats, he says. Like under his arms. And he's like, that makes no sense. I go, maybe from the COVID shot.
It's your lymph system.
You don't know. Yeah, I know.
You got lymphs in your groin. You got them in your armpits.
Yeah, I know. In your head, your neck.
Go figure.
Yeah, but he goes, I've been stung thousands of times as a kid, and then all of a sudden now, I'm allergic.
I mean, that's definitely a thing. Like you could be stung 4,000 times, and then that 4,001, you're having an anaphylactic shock. So I mean, it's not.
You got a bee with AIDS. It has bee AIDS, and it got
right. I mean, it could just be now we have murder hornets, but whatever. I don't know. Like it's definitely something that can happen. You can get all of these allergies as you grow up. Like I had allergies. I never had allergies, and then I had kids, and then I was. And then now I have allergies.
Well, that's a major change in your hormone system, though.
I mean, I'm a female, so there's changes every day. In my
you
system.
are.
Yeah.
I didn't. I thought we didn't know. You just gave yourself up.
Sal, give me a call.
Yeah. If you're trading teams, Sal, give her a call.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Don't call me. You can text me. Don't call me.
Yeah. Oh, you're one of those.
Oh, don't fucking call me.
No calls.
I will literally text someone, and if they call me, I'll watch that phone ring.
Yeah.
Like this.
What if it's your kid, though?
That's different.
Then mom's on patrol.
Oh, yeah. There's a distinct difference between mom me and when I don't have my kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can tell by the pictures.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my kids are, well.
There's party animal, and then there's mom.
Yeah. My social media definitely gives away all parts of me.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, you post everything. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so what? It's for you. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Who cares what they say? It's what you care about.
Exactly. It's like you see all of my personalities here today.
Here's all 30 of them.
There's 76 personalities.
Oh, 76.
Take it or leave it. No, I'm just kidding. There's only like 3. But
3?
Yeah.
Just 3?
Just 3.
All right.
There's mom me, fun me, and then I'll smack the shit out of you. Like that's kind of all you get.
And fun and smack the shit have kind of blurred. The line blurs a little bit sometimes.
Well, it depends. All depends.
It's a switch that can be flipped real quick.
Yeah.
I'm having fun, and then all of a sudden you're ready to fight.
Yeah, I can't stand it when people stare at me.
I don't know what to tell you. Listen, later on in this show, this is going to be very important. This is a question here I got for you.
Oh, God.
And I can't wait. I can't wait to get that answer.
What is it? Well, just ask it now.
No. We'll get to it. It's all part of the segments.
The segments.
Yeah, the segments. So were you honestly a little bit nervous coming in?
Me?
Yeah. You can talk to shit and say you weren't. But all week long, you're like,
I was like, should I bring snacks? Do
I need a couple beers? Do I need a shotgun of beer?
Oh, yeah, I was totally going to shotgun beer, but I had nobody to do it with me. So there was like no competition. Like, I have to have the competition.
Yeah.
But, you know.
So what'd you do to prepare? Nothing?
I poured myself a seltzer. A regular seltzer, not a hard seltzer.
And then you just came over and you're like, I'm just about ready to hit record. You're like, wait, no. I need a minute.
No, I didn't.
You absolutely did.
Because you told me not to talk during the intro.
Yeah.
Which was stressful.
For you to not talk?
Well, yeah, you played Morgan Wallen.
Well, that's who you like as an artist.
Exactly. You want me to not talk during Morgan Wallen?
You could have sang.
I'm not drunk for that.
Yeah.
If you come around 9:30, 10 o'clock to Catskill Mountain Moonshine,
Is that karaoke night tonight?
Oh, yeah, it's karaoke.
Oh, yeah.
You guys Ron and, yeah.
Will Matt Russell be over there singing?
I haven't seen him yet. He always tells me he's going to come, but he never comes.
Yeah,
so he might
have to work. He might be working. So, I think he's the Wednesday night karaoke guy. Mm-hmm. And I've seen him sing on numerous videos over there.
Yeah, no, he can't.
He gets ripped and sings, and he can't sing for shit.
I can kind of. Well, they tell me I can, but.
You could carry a tune in a bucket?
I sure can. In a paper bag, maybe. Like a wet paper bag, not a bucket.
Yeah. All right. Well, so we did a top 5. We were just kind of talking. You were like, I don't know, music, this, that. And we just kind of say, you play a lot of sports in town. Like, I know you're on the co-ed volleyball, right? Or is it all girls or is it co-ed?
I'm on the female league. Yep. I'm running a female team this year.
Yep.
Usually I do put in a co-ed. I'm not doing that this year because I have to have knee surgery.
Okay.
And I want to heal for softball season because that's precedence right there.
You love softball.
Yeah, that's the one that takes the cake. I only play volleyball to get me to softball.
And then what do you do this time of year? Just
right now I'm playing volleyball.
A volleyball?
Yep.
And then nothing in the winter? No basketball or anything?
I usually do the co-ed.
The co-ed is over the winter.
Yep. So female league runs from September to November. Then co-ed runs from
November to like March?
January to March. And then
softball's
April, May, depending on the snow, till July, August.
All right. So we ultimately decided on a top 5 with sports. So we'll get into that now.
Okay.
All right. This week's top 5, the top 5 local sporting events. So we count down from 5 to 1. You kind of claim you got 4, so you're going to have to just figure one out at number 5. But I'll start. My number 5 is Saugerties Little League and All-Star tournaments. I love when you go to Cantine and the fields are packed.
Yes.
I mean, SAA softball kind of falls into that, but nothing drives me nuts worse than like it's a beautiful May night and there's nobody on the fields.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. So, like, growing up in Saugerties, Cantine Field is the place to be. When you were a kid, you had to be at Cantine Field at night because that's where all the action was.
Right.
The snack bar is good. Everything's good. But that opening day when all the kids are just excited to kind of –
and they do a little parade, and they all look so cute.
They do their parade, and, like, winter's thawed out. Like, you're just thawing out from a shitty winter.
Yeah.
And then here's Saugerties Little League. So that's my number 5.
Yeah.
What's your number 5?
Probably the SAA leagues with softball.
SAA softball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, did they do something different this year? Because, like, half the nights the women weren't playing. Like, I'd be at the Babe Ruth field, and, like, most nights I'd look over, and I'm like, there's no games. Did they only play? It used to be every night there was men's and women on the field.
So, just before COVID, they weren't able to fill divisions A and B. So they got rid of them. So now there's only 2 divisions. There's just C and D. So there's only 2 nights for women to play.
Is that like Tuesday and Thursday night?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I distinctly remember watching somebody in flip-flops try to catch a ball during practice.
Listen, whatever. I'm very versatile. And I did catch the ball.
Did you, though? I'm pretty sure you missed it and it almost broke your toe.
Oh, you're talking about when I was doing batting practice.
Yeah.
And then I was like pitching and then had to like run back.
Yeah. All right.
I missed that ball for sure.
So that's your number 5, SAA softball?
Yeah. Okay. It's just too like uppity.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's very uppity.
The women's league? Or just in general?
Just like the atmosphere. Like the girls I play with are great. Like even the girls we play against is great. It's just something about like if you go to Kingston tournaments, like they're so much better.
Yeah, but it's all that arc ball shit.
I fucking hate arc ball.
I can't stand it. It's so boring. To me, that's not softball.
I play
especially men's. Like, you know what I mean?
I can't gauge it.
Yeah.
If I hit it, I'm like, yay. I get to run because I'm so excited.
Yeah. that arc, I don't care for that arc ball stuff because
it's
if you're a big, powerful guy or girl, like you just wait on it and crush the fucking ball. Like you go to these tournaments and you're like, how many home runs are going to happen this inning?
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. I just get jealous of that.
Yeah. Because you don't hit home runs.
Because I don't hit home runs.
Yeah.
I can't wait on it. I just want to swing.
Because you're so much better at modified pitch.
Yes. It's faster.
Right.
So you're
and the games are usually closer. They're not 35 to 32 or something.
Yeah.
So, all right, my number 4, opening day for the Saugerties Outlaws. Every year, like we started that program in 2019, and it just became like it's a festival. If you've ever, I know Outlaws are like newer here, but when we used to be in Mount Marion with the SYFL, that was one thing.
Mm-hmm.
When we became the Outlaws, it took on its own world.
Yeah.
Where we have fireworks that go off, smoke show, a tunnel.
Yeah.
Like it's a completely different atmosphere and it's a completely different mentality. When you're an outlaw, you're kind of like an outlaw for life. It's people really mean that. And opening day every year, it's awesome to see the little kids come back out where they look like a bobblehead. The helmet's bigger than their little bodies.
Yeah.
And, get out there and play football.
Mm-hmm. Well, I remember when Boston was playing in Saugerties youth football because Kaylin was cheering at that same time. And he was just the cutest little thing. He looked like this little tiny body on this huge helmet.
Yep.
And that was it. Like, there he goes. Like, there goes Boston.
Yep. Yeah. And like I said, then you get to the Outlaws and everything they do just.
It's like the NFL of kids.
Yeah.
Just because, like, not that they work harder, because I think all the kids do work hard and they have a lot of fun, but I think there's just a little bit of laxity with that Saugerties youth football.
Yeah, well, that's done now.
Outlaws. Right.
Yeah. But like the Outlaws, somebody said to me one time, they're like, why do you think people hate you guys so much? They go, look at it. You come here, it's like you're at a carnival. There's tents up. There's there's grills. It looks like you're literally going to an event.
Exactly. So
and that's the atmosphere. So every year, like to come out in the fall and that first game, it's just kind of like, and we usually play before the NFL plays. So you're like, here we go. Like we're ready. Right. Like, football's officially started.
Yeah. And that's how it should be. Like, I feel like parents need to go above and beyond for their kids so that's like the reward that kids get. Like, oh, I'm making everybody proud and, I'm doing what I love and, I'm doing good at it and everything else. So it's just, I feel like we need to make a bigger deal out of our kids playing sports.
Yeah, and be there for them.
Correct. Like,
support whatever they want. Be present. Don't sit on your phone. Enjoy it. Be the crazy mom that yells. All right, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is the dirt track races.
Dirt track races are number 4, huh?
Yep.
And funny enough, like we've talked about dirt track racing, but you've never been to Accord?
No, it's dirty.
Yeah, it is, but that's the whole point.
Yeah, but it's like extra dirty.
It is, but they do have like VIP tower seats that you don't get dirty at all.
No, like I like getting dirty. Like when I leave there, my hair. You ever see Something About Mary?
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end, you have all that dirt in your hair. That's literally
so you'll understand this then, because I used to tell people when I used to race, when I'd come home at night, my hair would be full because in the car you're getting or more dirty.
Oh yeah.
You're looking at like a mud puddle when you get in the shower, but your hair is never softer than when you get out of the shower.
Yes.
It's the best hair you ever have. It's the softest hair you'll ever have in your life coming out of a dirt track.
Because that dirt is exfoliating your scalp. But there's dirt in places it shouldn't be.
Yeah. You're like, it's almost like a sandstorm.
Yeah. Yes, I'm fully clothed.
You're like, how am I pouring sand? I know.
Just like shaking out my bra and there's like sand everywhere. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah. It is ultra dirty, but they are very exciting. And the thing about Accord is there's always action because it's only a quarter-mile track.
So small, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? The half mile, it's good with the speed, but it's not always that much action.
My problem with the short tracks, and this is like my issue with Malta, it's the same thing. I think it's kind of similar size to Accord.
It might be a 4/10. It might be a little bit bigger. I love that track up there. If that was 40 minutes closer, I'd go every week. Why?
Like, you have to have goggles because you can't see. Like,
so that's the key. You get yellow, the yellow sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I always bring a hooded sweatshirt, and I kind of keep it so, I'm not getting the side. And they do make racing glasses that kind of.
Yeah. Kayla took her sunglasses and then she had a face mask. I don't remember why she had a face mask, but she put it over the sunglasses. I was like, you're the smartest kid ever.
Yeah, because then there's no dirt getting in behind them. Yeah.
She's just watching it. And I'm like trying to watch. I'm like, who's first? I'm trying to watch this way, and I'm trying to see who's first. Yeah. I can't
I guess down in Jersey, I've been to one or two races down here. They really groom the tracks.
Yeah.
And they're always wet. We're up here, it's a lot more dusty, and I don't know why. Jersey really puts time in.
Wet? That's what I don't understand.
I don't know.
When it starts raining, they're like, oh, we gotta go. Everybody packs up and leaves.
Yeah. Well, you know what happens? There is a reason. So once you run the track in and then it gets wet, it's like ice.
It's ice, yeah.
Yeah, but if you
scoop the dirt down.
Yeah. They should, on a normal Friday night, at Accord, they should really wet it so it's got a heavy track.
Yeah.
Because then it makes better racing. Because
Mm-hmm.
everybody's fast when it's tacky.
Right.
So, all right, number 3, the Saubertys Stallion Summer Baseball.
Okay.
This was the first year I haven't gone, so it's weird that it's on my list like that. But what it is it's a higher level collegiate baseball, and it's there all summer for you.
Right.
And it's out of town kids, some local kids.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like an event. So any night you go, you pay your $5, you go in,
right,
and you have a nice little night.
Yeah.
It's a nice little night, and you kind of get this. The town gets buzzing a little bit. How's the team going to be this year?
Right, and then there's a camaraderie in the community.
Right.
People are talking. Then we have the hosts. My friend's parents hosted one of the announcers this year. So it's just nice to bring them in, bring them as part of community, treat them like family, so that they feel like they're wanted and not just an inconvenience because there's fireworks at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, yeah, which they fixed, but yeah, so yeah, but and then you're welcoming people to this part of the world, our little part of the world.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what we offer.
Mm-hmm.
This is what our town's about. So that's my number 3. What's your number 3?
I forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah. What did I say?
You said racing and softball so far. Wow. How'd you not write this down?
It's in my phone. It's over there.
So grab your phone.
God, you're awfully bossy.
Well, I didn't forget my list. See? I have it on paper right here.
Well, you didn't exactly tell me what I was going to be doing here. That I had to be organized or something.
You have 3 kids that you got to get all over the place. Well,
exactly.
2. You should be organized.
Yeah, I'm organized to an extent.
Not today.
Oh.
Hold on. Hold the phone.
You are holding the phone.
Where is it? Here we go. All right. My number 3 was my volleyball games.
Your volleyball games.
My volleyball games. They're fun. They're they're a lot of fun.
Do you like the co-ed league better or the all-girls league?
I like both. They're both different. They have a different atmosphere. They have a different thing, camaraderie. They have a different, the girls are always yeah. We don't care if you suck. We don't care. Right. We just care that you show up and are
right. That
fun.
we're just having a night out.
Right. Whereas co-ed, it's more competitive because you're playing with the guys who don't want to suck for whatever. We're D division volleyball, bro. Sit down. We're not winning anything.
Yeah.
And so I think I like the competitiveness of co-ed.
But you like the camaraderie of the...
Because I like to beat the boys.
Yeah.
So if I can, beat the boy to the ball and...
Yeah.
Because they're ball hogs. They always try. They're like, oh, I'm going to be better than the girls and, whatever. So I love the, the girls girl part of female league.
Yep.
But I love the competitiveness of co-ed.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, my number 2. My number 2 is the Mum Bowl.
Really?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's not like we've been good, but
ever.
I did the booster club. I think I restarted it back. I don't know, probably 7 years ago now, maybe somewhere in that, 2018, 2017, 6-7 years ago, and to see the special jerseys for that game. The one year we had the charcoal gray jerseys with chrome numbers. That's the best looking uniform Saugerties has ever worn in its history, in my opinion. And to see that, and You know, my daughter was the mom queen one year. You know, Boston.
Did you rig that?
What's that? Did I what? Rig
Did
it?
you rig it?
Yeah, I'm sure. That's what people say. I rig everything else, you know. Yeah, I rigged things so good that my son doesn't play right now, you know.
Right.
But he'll play in his first Mum Bowl this year. And, you know, it's one of these things that the whole town shows up for the Mum Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, and there's so many layers to it.
Yes.
And like back when I was in school, we had the marching band, and then you had the mum court, and then you had the game on top of it. And we were good back then. Yeah. So it was like this huge event. And everybody would come out, even if you weren't a football person. Yeah. You had band parents and cheer parents and football parents, and then the mum court parents, and the whole town would really turn out. Yeah. And then, you know, and it's a whole weekend because then at Seaman Park you have the Mum Festival all weekend and the Mum Bowl dance, which was awesome. Mm-hmm. So the Mum Bowl was my number 2.
My number 2 is the Kingston softball tournament.
They're big down like Orlando Street and all that.
Orlando Street, yeah. So I played in one last year, and then ever since then I've kind of been like hooked on it because it's adults. Like they're a lot of the time it is just all men, but they do have co-ed obviously because I played. But they are just it's just a home run derby, and it kind of makes me jealous. Like
it is, and they wear the most ludicrous uniforms.
Ridiculous.
Like I went to one for Joe Martini when Joe passed, and we had the martini, and I've never been. Like I'm not. The most you'll see me is like when I played men's softball here. I'm not. Once my competitive baseball days were over, I kind of was like, I'm good. Yeah. But I went to that tournament, and it's like a little festival. Yeah. It really is kind of like a little festival.
And it's like the things, you know, you got your pop-up, your easy ups, they got their, you know, their electric grills, they have
and the amount of cars and everything that are there. Right. It's kind of like a cool little festival for the weekend. And then, like I said, I've seen some of the most ridiculous uniforms. Mm-hmm. You know, I think one team had like just one of their buddies' faces was the entire, you know, but they are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're great. They're a lot of fun. And then it's just like watching them. Like there's this one team that I actually was talking to a kid on for a little bit, but now I'm like good friends with the rest of them, the Mountain Buck Outdoors. So they're ridiculous. The whole team is stacked. They pull people from everywhere. He's got friends in Connecticut. He's got friends everywhere. Like there's people from.
They're probably guys that run to these tournaments to make money.
Well, no, so they don't make money.
Oh, they don't?
They just want to win.
Yeah.
And they do. They're just like, they pop it up. It's crazy. I'm like, how? How do you do this? Teach me.
Yeah.
But they're stacked. They're studs. Like, it's crazy.
Well, they're walking pharmacies, a lot of them guys.
No. I know these guys.
I know a couple of them, too. The ones I know, and I think we know one of the same ones. He has a little high voice. Ooh. He hits the ball like 700 miles. About
Carrie?
Yeah.
I'll stop it.
Yeah.
He's great too. I love him. He's
a great kid. Yeah. He'd be a weird one to get in here.
Why didn't we think of that? Yeah, Carrie would be great to have in here. But either way, like it's just fun. The guys I know, they're not a walking pharmacy.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. They're studs. Like they were bred to
they're huge jack dudes. Like I see the guys, I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. And they're hitting absolute piss missiles over the fence. Mm-hmm. All right. And then my number 1, Eastern States weekend. It's big for me. I'm a big dirt track guy. I like it. Eastern States. And this is probably going to be the last one. It's kind of sad.
No way.
Yeah. Orange County's closing. I think they're selling it to developers for probably fucking more storage units or some bullshit.
Like we need that. Or another hotel.
Yeah. But yeah, Eastern States, it's for the area. It's probably one of the biggest races in the Hudson Valley. Like, probably in New York State, outside of what used to be Syracuse, the Syracuse 200 or whatever. But Eastern States is a huge race in the Northeast. If you win that, it's pretty prestigious. I was fortunate enough to race in a couple, Eastern States weekends, and it's amazing how many people show up down there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I have a lot of fond memories, like my dad, and growing up and going. Brett Hearn having a highlighter pink car one year. So it's very memorable. And then, like I said, with this one possibly being the last one, that's why it's number 1 on my list.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was going to be the last one. So I'm definitely going to have to go this year. I was pissed I couldn't go last year because of the rain. Yeah. They bumped it up. I was working and they bumped it up.
And then they moved everything to like Saturday and even Sunday they turned. Well, the thing that pissed me off, and the guy at my job, who's an old timer that likes racing too.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, do you remember when the Eastern States used to start at noon? It always did. The 200 started on noon on Sunday, and I missed that because by 4:00 you're driving home.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna wait till 3:30.
Yeah.
And then by 7:00 you're freezing your ass off when the sun goes behind the mountain.
Yeah. Oh, it was so cold. We went not last year, the year before, and we were freezing. Like we had 76 blankets.
Yep.
We bought hoodies. Like thank God at that point everything's on sale because we were like spending our whole wad on sweatshirts.
Yep.
But I like Eastern States weekend. It's a lot of fun. That whole community in general is just colorful.
So
character.
Yeah. Did you happen to stay down there during Eastern States that year?
No.
All right. So, and the big thing is Eastern States Saturday night when the racing's over, they do the New Year's Eve party at the 31st lap.
Oh.
That is wild. So one year we finished racing. It's like, I don't know, 11 or 12. We go to the 31st lap. We're hanging out. And Timmy McCready was still racing modifieds at the time. Now he's a late model driver. And at like 3 a.m, we're coming back from 31st lap. Like everybody, this guy's racing at noon and they're hammered coming back.
Yeah.
It's like the end for the drivers. It's the last, pretty much one of the last, if not the last race for them. So like they're just they're blowing off steam. But at noon they're ready to go and they're running. I couldn't be hungover like that, racing in a car that loud for that many laps. I just couldn't do it. But I guess when you're a professional, you can get her done. But
you have to.
God forbid you wake up with a hangover headache, though.
I've never had one of those. Thank God.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
And what's your number one?
My number one is sweater football.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's fun. Well, I go all out, so it's a lot of fun for me. And
I wonder if we're gonna have the band this week. Kind of have a feeling we're gonna have it.
A band?
Yeah.
This week?
I kind of have a feeling we're gonna have it.
Just for a regular home game?
Yeah, I think that's the idea. Is like I know the players want it, the students want it.
Yeah, it hypes
the booster wants it. Like we're like, just let us know if you got 10, 20 kids that want to come play. We'll buy shirts so at least says Sawyer Band on it or something.
Right. Like why not? It just hypes everything up. I think that's what I think the kids need. They need something that's going to really just hype them up all the time. Like when the cheerleaders too, like they're great. The cheerleaders are just wonderful. They're great at what they do. Last year they were the best part of the football games. And I'm not saying that because my kid's a cheerleader, but it's just when
you didn't have them a lot to cheer about last year.
They did not, no. But they did great. And I think with the kids on the field, they need to hear that. But they also need to cheer for each other too. It's very quiet. Like it's frustrating when you're not winning and you're looking at the same thing over and over and over again, like same play.
I hate saying it like this, but Saugerties are the worst fans. When you're winning, the whole town will be here.
Yes.
And when something goes wrong right now, they're like,
everybody's gone.
Like fucking Saugerties, here we go again.
Yeah.
It's like they were right in that game till the last play last week.
Yeah.
A lot of what happened last week was self-inflicted, but it's like they had a chance to win the game with 50 seconds to go. They got the ball back. They had a chance.
They did.
But the point is where as a fan, like Saugerties fans are fair weather fans.
Yeah.
Like you had a pretty decent crowd last week. I bet you it's not as big this week.
No.
And they're honoring the 93. So my senior year, I didn't play, but the 93 Sawyer championship team. What's that?
1993.
Yeah, it's been 30 years.
Oh my
it's
God.
Their anniversary since they won the section. So we were fortunate enough to put it together. We got like 20 of the guys coming into town. We got them shirts and everything, and they're going to be honored at halftime.
I'm gonna miss it. Can you do it like a week after?
No, it's this. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
All right.
At halftime. But that's the thing is like you're trying to add with the booster club and make this thing bigger. So hopefully, people don't rely on the same 4 people to do it all, and get involved and help it grow.
Well, you know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you enjoy the games. That's your number one. Games.
I love seeing the kids doing something other than sitting on their phone or in front of a TV or in front of a computer or a game system. They're doing something.
I agree with you. When I went to England to visit my daughter, and even in Ireland, in the airport when we flew to Ireland and flew back, anywhere in England, I did not see a single kid on a telephone.
Right.
Not on a game system, not on a Leap pad, not on an iPad, nothing.
Yeah.
Like they were outside, they played. Even in the airport, kids were like, they had to figure out, they had to use their imagination to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy Christ, that's way different. That's like one of the things that's like noticeably different when you go to another country and you're like, whoa. Like in America, everybody would be buried in their phone.
And I do it myself too. Like I'm sitting here like, oh my God, the kids are doing this. Like I find myself doing it too. So I'm not innocent with that.
Right.
Like I am addicted to my phone, if you would say.
Yeah.
But it's just nice seeing kids doing something other than, like my brother was playing last year I think he played his whole high school career. Like he's a gamer. If he's home, he's on his game system. He's in his room. Like you don't see
But it was nice to see him out.
Correct.
Doing an activity.
Yes. And it would piss me off when we were bombing, getting our asses handed to us on a platter, and no one was putting these kids in. And it's like, he was a senior last year, and I think that's what pissed me off even more. He's never going to pick up a football again.
Right.
To play an organized sport.
Right.
So now you have these seniors who will...
That's not a lifetime sport. Football's not a lifetime sport. So it's got a very definitive time frame.
Correct.
And
if like Aaron Rodgers is out here being like a whole...
But the thing is, if you're 1-8, play the kids.
Correct.
Let them play.
You know when you're not coming back from a deficit.
Right.
You know that.
And last year there was a lot of that.
There was a huge deficit in every single game. And everyone remembers my big ass mouth at this round-out game. And I said it, like, you have more than enough to have 2 O-lines and 2 D-lines. And I get it. Like, you're the coach. You know what these kids can do. You see them practice.
I left that game at halftime. It was that bad.
I should have left, but...
Well, that's our top 5. Now we're going to get into the good stuff.
What's the good stuff?
Well, you'll see.
Here we go.
All right. 5 crazy questions sponsored by Scalable Computers via Gmac. Number 1. What is the weirdest / craziest thing you've seen in your profession?
In my profession?
Not pizza girl. I mean, it could be. I figured as a nurse, you've probably seen some pretty weird / crazy shit. No? Never?
No.
Nothing
weird.
weird.
My primary care. And then that was a dermatology. So it's like, I saw skin rashes and...
You never saw like they pulled like something out of somebody's head or something? Nothing?
No.
Nothing ever weird? Nothing in a pizza place? Nothing weird?
No.
Or crazy? Like a car never drove through a building? Nothing?
Oh, see? How do you know?
I just guessed. I didn't know.
Minding my business one day at the office, and I heard this loud, like, bang. And some lady ran over the curb. She hit the gas instead of the brake right into the building. And then I just walk out. I see, like, there's smoke everywhere, and her airbags are all deployed. And I felt so awful. I was like, I guess we have to call 911. Her airbags are deployed. She's like, what is happening? But yeah, right into our ramp.
So somebody ran into the building.
All
right. Well, that's something crazy.
That's probably the craziest.
All right. Number 2. These get a little different now.
Uh-huh.
If your sexual partner had to wear a mascot head, what mascot would you pick?
Do the Pittsburgh Steelers have a mascot?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they do.
Well, I guess a fat head from somebody on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, maybe Travis Kelce. They'd have to wear a Travis Kelce mask. A Travis
Kelce fat head? One of those mascot. Like, it would be a mascot of him, though.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a Travis Kelce guy?
Yeah.
Girl.
Steelers all the way. But
Travis Kelce's got your heart. Okay.
Yeah. I just want to be his best friend. I don't even have to date him. But, I mean, that would definitely be the icing on the cake there.
He's single. He was talking about it today with his brother on their podcast.
Oh, shoot.
All right, number 3.
Travis, if you hear this.
Yeah.
You can call me.
Holler. Would you rather be drunk 24/7 or never be drunk again?
Ooh, I don't know.
You're either going to walk around like all fucked up or...
Well, how drunk? Like, are we getting like blackout drunk?
I mean,
like there's levels.
Let's just say, let's just say it's more than a buzz, but not quite sloppy.
Oh, I'll get drunk 24/7.
You stay drunk 24/7.
Yeah, there's no way I can get through the rest of my life being a nurse and having kids
and never being drunk
again. Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna do that. Okay. Number 4. Would you bang a porn star, male or female, if after it was all done they had to hold a press conference on your performance?
Yeah.
You're confident in your abilities.
Confident in my abilities, yes, absolutely. Have that press conference. I'll call him right now.
So would it be a male or a female or both?
Probably male.
Male?
Yeah.
All right. And number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Given the state of the current dating scene, have you ever had to make a call to someone's wife?
Are you fucking serious?
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah. Yes, I did.
Yeah?
Yes. Why do I feel like I already know this story?
I don't know. I don't know this story. I know. No, I don't.
That's so weird.
What's going on? So
I was dating. Well, I met someone and we spent like every day together for like 2 weeks. And he was saying he was separated and she was crazy and he, was just taking it slow because she was going to harm herself. And you can't put this on the air.
It's already on the air. And needless to say, you had to make a phone call?
Needless to say, I found out it was a lie. And I sent her a Facebook message. I was like, can you please call me? And she called me and she's like, well, where are you right now? We happen to be at the same function. So she said, well, I'm going to come there.
How wild is that?
Me and her were not at the same function. Me and him were at the same function.
Okay.
At that point, we were already done.
Right.
But I was just like, this isn't okay.
I thought you meant you and her. Okay, so you and him were at the same function. You're like,
yeah. Well, we weren't together.
But you were just happened to be at the same thing.
Yes. So I was like, you know what? Like, it just doesn't sit right with me. I was like talking to a friend about it. I was like, it just doesn't sit right with me. What he's doing. Like, it's not okay. So I talked to her. She said, well, where are you? And I said, well, I have to be here. And she's like, okay, here she comes. And there we go together. We walk in together. And
I'm sure you could see, that was a visual response.
I was like, so usually I'm one for confrontation, but that, I was just so uncomfortable with all of it. I was just like, okay. But then someone's cheering in the background as soon as they saw us walk in. They're like, yes! And I was like, oh my God. It was fucked. Everybody knew what was going on except me, apparently. But
so then you
well, it was like they were between a rock and a hard place because they didn't want to cause turmoil in their friend group. And but they didn't want to cause turmoil between me and their friendship. So they just kind of played Switzerland for a hot second.
Hey, listen.
They would make
You'll figure it out.
Yeah. They would make comments, but nobody would fully disclose what was happening. Yeah.
So, all right. So that story's finished. We don't have to go any further. But let me ask you this as just a person, person.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer if somebody tells you the truth? And even though it may suck to hear it, or do you want that friend that just kind of lies along to you?
I want you, I don't care if it's going to hurt my feelings, piss me off, or whatever. You better tell me the truth. Because if I find out you're lying later.
Right. But you know what I mean? I've had friends where I've been like, listen, this is happening.
Don't sugarcoat it.
And then they're like, you're and then I've lost friends for a period of time.
Yeah.
For months later, then they come back and be like, dude, you're the only one that was willing to tell me when nobody else would.
Right.
And I'm like, I just think it's probably better that you know than you don't know.
Correct. I've had some of them make comments, and one of them stopped talking to me for months after that. And then finally, I cornered him. I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, well, I tried to tell you. I was like, no, you didn't.
Right.
You told me in a roundabout way where I was still clouded by the 2-week bliss. And why
don't you say, hey, Tiff, wake happening. Up.
Right.
You know,
he's like, I tried to. I was like, no, you didn't. I said, no. I need word for word. You're being dumb.
Right.
Put that out there.
I know you're blonde, but come on, wake up here.
I need word for, you have to put it out there.
All right, so crazy questions weren't so bad.
No,
it wasn't that bad. I went easy on you.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I didn't want you to get too deep into trouble.
All right. I'm deep into trouble.
Oh boy. Well, fuck it. It'll make it better, right? All right. On to the next one.
Over and under.
I always say this, we have done before. I don't know where this song came from. So it's overrated or underrated. There is no push. I'll give you 5 things, and you either say they're overrated or underrated. Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks now or Garth Brooks in the 90s?
Garth Brooks in general. His old stuff, highly underrated to me.
Underrated. Old
the
stuff,
dance.
Underrated. Yeah.
The dance. You don't have to say anything more.
Correct. Thunder Rolls. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Like
underrated.
Underrated.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I know of him. I don't know anything
really?
else. Yeah, I'm not a real country music person.
Out of here. Yeah, no, he's totally underrated.
Okay, underrated. Number 2, Michelob Ultra.
Underrated.
Overrated.
Shut up.
I think Miller Lite tastes way better for 2 calories more.
I like Miller Lite.
Or maybe 1 calorie more.
I do like Miller Lite. However, Michelob Ultra is the only beer that doesn't give me a headache.
Have you ever had the pear one? That's pretty good. Mick Ultra pear. It was pretty good.
No.
It's probably a summer thing, but if you can, Mick Ultra pear, you should try it.
Check that out. But yeah, it's the only one that doesn't give me a headache.
Okay, so you're saying underrated, and I say overrated. All right. Number 3, tent camping. Going camping, but on a huge motorhome. I agree. I think there's something that brings you back to
You're not camping if you're not in a tent.
Right.
Like, I get it. You want your motorhome and everything else, like all of your amenities that you have at home. But
now I want that, but like...
No, not even now.
Listen, now I want air conditioning and all that, but I get it.
Don't be a prick.
I would still go tent camping today.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something about it brings you back to earth. You enjoy it.
Yeah. I need an air mattress, but sure.
Oh, well, that's glamping.
Whatever. No, like a low one that you have to
roll off of.
Yeah.
Just something that's not, you're not sleeping on the hard floor.
Yes, because I'm 37 now. I have a bad back, okay?
Uh-huh. A lot of work on that back, or?
No.
All right, number 4, karaoke.
Underrated.
Overrated.
Shut up. It's underrated.
You get a bunch of drunk people that can't sing to save their life.
But they're having fun.
It's not fun. Like for me, I can't carry a tune at all. So like for me to go, if somebody's good, like good karaoke, thoroughly enjoy. But
I mean, I guess because I'm good.
Are you though?
Yes.
Well, I think I'm gonna show up and video you, and then we'll find out.
And then we'll post it to
the Outlaw Blitz.
There is video on Facebook. You can pull it right now.
All right. Well, I'll have to check on that. And number 5, Kenny Pickett.
Under fucking rated.
I know you're a Steelers fan.
But it has nothing to do with that. He's coming in. He's going to be one of those like hot shot Hall of Fame. He's for sure going to end up in the Hall of Fame. That's
a bold statement. I like Kenny Pickett. And I do think he's underrated. But to say a Hall of Famer, that's
he's going to be a Hall of Famer. And when he gets there in
20 years, I'll tell it. And if I'm still alive, I'll be like, hey, Tiff, you're right.
I'll call you on my George Jetson videos.
Yeah. McFly.
Exactly. Yeah. See, I told you.
All right. See, that wasn't so bad. Over and under. But now I have one last segment.
Great.
And hopefully, it's nothing bad. But
where's
the main event is,
This is nonsense. Where's Winnie? He would have had me all over the place.
No, he wouldn't have.
Nonsense.
I'm being nice to you. I'm trying not to kill you here. All right, last segment. All right, the last segment is a steel cage showdown. Fictional steel cage. People enter. They fight to the death.
Perfect. Let's do this.
All right, number 5. So the curtain jerker. The first matchup of the night. Andy Bicchetti versus Matt Shepard.
Matt Shepard's totally gonna win.
No way.
Yes, win.
Andy Bicchetti.
No way.
Matt Shepard's tough. Andy Bicchetti would fuck him up. I've seen Andy fight plenty of times in the racing world. I know you're a Shepard fan.
I love
but Matt Shepard knocked out Max McLaughlin a couple years ago. One shot.
One shot, kid.
I'm still telling you, I still take Bicchetti.
Probably.
But you're saying Matt Shepard.
My loyalty feels like I have to say that, but I feel like you're right.
Bicchetti's old school tough.
Yeah.
All right. The next match: Jason Aldean versus Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll's fucking up Jason Aldean all the way.
Is he though?
Yeah.
I think he would gas out pretty quick.
He's been through some shit. He's gonna channel that.
Yeah. I think Aldean's only chance would be to stay away and tire him out.
Yes, absolutely.
But other than that, I think Jelly Roll.
He's going to fuck him up.
Yeah, I mean the dude's got face tattoos.
I have tattoos everywhere too, but
but I mean, not on your face.
I have one on my ear.
All right, yeah, but it's not here.
No. I mean, whatever. But yeah.
But he looks like he would do it in like a prison way. You know what I mean?
But Jason Aldean's prissy. Like, I feel like he could hold his own. Like, I don't want it to feel like, he's
not it's like he's going to walk over him.
Right. But no, like, he definitely needs to gas out.
Yeah, he'd have to gas him out.
Yeah, for sure.
But you're saying Jelly Roll gets the win.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
All that trauma and what he's been through in life, he's fucking everything up.
Okay. This one's going to be interesting. The third match of the night. Right in the middle of the card, mid-card. The Goonies, the group of the Goonies, versus the Breakfast Club.
The Goonies.
Because you have, like, some guys and girls in both.
Yeah. But I feel like...
Like, because you'd have Ren versus Emilio Estevez's guy.
Yeah, but he's just a priss, too. They're all getting beat up by their parents and whining and crying, where the Goonies are making shit happen.
I think Breakfast Club's a little older, maybe. They might be able to fight a little. Ali Sheedy's pretty weird. I think she'd beat up Andy.
No. Well, maybe Andy, but...
The other girl that liked Mouth, she was a little more rough around the edges.
Yeah, she could definitely hold her own.
Yeah. So you're saying the Goonies?
I'm saying the Goonies.
Okay. All right. The co-main event. Big Ben Roethlisberger versus Jerome Bettis.
Jerome Bettis.
The boss.
He's winning.
You think the boss will take over Big Ben?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He moves people for a living.
Big Ben got hit by a fucking car on his motorcycle, and he was like, yeah, I'm good. I play in the NFL. With no helmet on. Just rolled it off like, yeah, we're good.
I mean, it's how you fall.
But Jerome Bettis can hit you like a car. He was so goddamn big.
Correct.
He was huge.
Yeah.
So you would say Jerome Bettis?
The bus is going to be a bus, for sure.
Yeah. You say the bus runs over Big Ben.
Correct.
All right. And now here's the main event. And this is the big question.
Let's hear it.
Val Myers versus Tiffany.
Well, no. Everybody knows.
Do we? Have we figured this out?
She'll tell you.
Have we found this out?
No.
To the death, though. Who wins?
Me.
And by how?
I'm stronger.
Yeah.
I have more trauma. Trauma's a big, like...
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a big, big thing when it comes to, like, fighting.
Well, I mean, if it was over your kids, you're guaranteed you're going to guaranteed win.
Yeah.
But you're just rolling it in a cage. It's a fight to the death to see one lives and one goes. You're walking away as the winner.
If this is like a hypothetical, like one of us has to do it, or like we're both dying, or what was that Chinese show where they had to play games?
Like Squid Games.
Yeah, Squid Games. If it's something like that, like I'm definitely taking out now. But in life in general, we have never had a fist fight.
All right.
We've never.
But in this, you have to. So you have to figure it out.
Like if it comes to like the death of like her or me, like.
It ain't going to be me.
Love you, Val, but...
You're going down, bitch.
Sorry, not sorry.
I don't blame you. That's how it is, right? If it's me or you, it's got to be me.
It's got to be me.
Yeah. Sorry, you're going to die. I got to walk. I got shit to live for.
That's a bomb-ass main card, though.
Yeah. I see it. It wasn't bad.
It's a good card.
So you did good. You did very good. We're right about an hour right now.
Yeah.
I didn't ding you up too bad.
What else you got?
What? I don't have anything else. I didn't want to mess with you too bad.
This is nonsense.
I didn't want to bring your, I could have brought out, I only brought out one of your personalities. I didn't want to bring all three.
Why?
Because I think you'd get a little crazy if I brought out all three.
Why?
Why?
I'm not crazy.
Are you not?
Mm-mm.
Did we not just go through calling somebody's wife and beating up Val?
I didn't beat up Val. You put us in a hypothetical cage match, and I was going to die. So
yeah. No, I get it. So, what do you think? Did you feel like it was not that big of a deal?
No, it wasn't.
So you worked it up bigger in your head than it ended up.
I thought you were going to go harder.
No, I don't like to do that. Like if you came back and you were like, "Hey, man, it's an open book," then it would be that way.
For sure.
But I don't like. I feel like that's sabotaging people when they come on. I'd rather people just come on, you have a good time, you bullshit, and then you move on. Mm-hmm. If you come back, like Matt Russell wants to come back, and he's like, "Oh, I got some stories I want to tell him." Like, well, then, like I know him, but I'm not going to out him.
Right.
But like, I'm like, all right. Well, next time I will out you.
Give me a foot massage at the bar.
I'm sure he had no problem.
No problem. He was such a gentleman.
Yeah. Did it stop at your foot?
It did. I had jeans on, and we were at the bar, so I was like, "Oh, my feet hurt." I had heels on. and took my shoes off. Here you go.
So,
okay.
Yeah, of course Maddie would do that.
Thanks, Matt.
If you ever come back on, we'll play dirtbag.
Let's play dirtbag now.
Let me find some questions and then you can, because I played it a couple weeks ago, and then I'll use the same questions.
My research.
What's that?
I saw that in my research.
Did you?
I did.
The dirtbag questions?
Yeah.
Jesus, where the hell are they? I gotta find them.
Oh, come on.
Oh, here we go.
Dirtbag questions.
Dirtbag. Let's see. Well, I don't have the dirtbag soundbite yet on this board. All right. Have you ever given scratch offs as a gift?
Yes.
Dirtbag.
Why am I dirtbag? I get pissed off though when I get them and I don't win.
See, dirtbag. It's a dirtbag gift. It's different if you're just somebody at work, you hand a scratch off at Christmas. That's different.
Right.
But I mean, if you're giving it as like a birthday gift,
no.
Dirtbag.
It was with a gift. It was like in a card. It wasn't like their main gift. Like,
okay. But if you give it as like the main gift,
that's like dirtbag.
Then are you really pissed if they actually win like a shit ton of money?
No.
No.
Well, that's never.
Dude, imagine if they won like $2,000 a week for life. You'd be like, "Fuck."
Like, remember that time I gave you that? Yeah. Like, can I get $500 a week?
Right.
Like help a sister out.
All right. Number 2. Have your parents ever sent you to go pick them up cigarettes?
Yes.
Dirtbag.
My mom sat in the car and waved at the guy like, it's okay.
Yeah. That's how it was back then, though.
You could do that.
Number 3. Have you ever brushed your teeth with your finger or a washcloth?
During a walk of shame, for sure.
Dirtbag.
It is not dirtbag. You don't want a stank-ass mouth. It's the least you could do.
Listen, I've done it too. Like I think I think 9 out of 10 of these I'm a dirtbag too. All right, number 4. Have you ever lived in a house with rooster, like the rooster
like decor?
Decor, yeah. In kitchens, like roosters or apples?
I don't think my mom ever hopped on the rooster or apple bit. Not that I can remember. We definitely had that 80s couch though.
Yeah, the plaid one?
Yeah, no, the forest.
Yeah, the forest. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. That's a dirtbag couch.
For sure.
That'll go in a future dirtbag.
Yes.
Okay. All right, number 5. Have you ever drank milk at dinner?
No.
No.
Milk hurts my stomach. The only time I've ever voluntarily drank milk because I wanted to was when I was pregnant.
Okay.
I would crave it.
Okay.
But I can't.
That was like was that your weird craving when you were pregnant? No. What was your weird craving when you were pregnant?
With Kaylin, I wanted 6 pancakes in the morning.
It was always 6 pancakes.
6. It had to be 6. Couldn't be any more or any less. It had to be 6 pancakes. With Jordan, it was chicken noodle soup.
Okay.
But like the old school Campbell's chicken noodle soup, high in sodium. It's probably why she's crazy. But yeah, that's what it was.
That's it?
Yeah.
My ex-wife was peanut butter and bacon.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and bacon sandwiches.
That sounds good.
All the time.
Yeah.
I was making bacon and peanut butter all the time on toast.
Yeah.
It was crazy. All right. Number 6. Have you ever got furniture from someone's yard for free?
No.
No. You're not as big of a dirtbag as I thought you would be.
No, because I never had a car big enough to pick it up, and I've never.
All right. Well, have you, an end table or anything? Anything free? Have you taken anything free?
Not off the side of the road.
No. Okay.
No, not that I can think of.
All right. Number 7. Have you ever worn clothes then returned them?
No.
You're a liar. Dirtbag.
Everybody has.
Yeah. Where you tuck the ticket down in your thing.
I would take it off.
And then you'd put it back on? Would you buy it?
No, I'd be like, oh, I tried this on, but took it off and whatever.
Meanwhile, you wore it to a gala the night before or some shit. Okay.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Dirtbag.
It happens.
Number 8. Have you ever had green carpeting in your wherever you've lived?
No.
No. Yellowish green, nothing?
We used to have this plush pink, like this kind of color, like a mix between these two. And it was thick.
Oh.
But that was it.
I just think
school.
The old greenish
shag.
Yellow. Yeah, shaggy fucking.
No.
That was dirtbag. Man.
I don't think, I don't remember back then because I was born the end of the 80s.
Okay.
So.
All right, number 9. Have you ever had a 7-Eleven taquito? Or a Stewart's, like a gas station hot food?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Dirtbag.
But I have to look, some of it looks sketchy.
It does.
And
it does. Stewart's has good pizza from what I hear.
I've heard that.
I've heard they've had really good pizza. And I'm like, really?
Yeah. No.
It kind of surprised me.
No.
And number 10, have you ever walked through a drive-thru? No. Man, I'm disappointed. I thought you would have had more. I thought you would have been more of a dirtbag.
No, because I was always drunk with Val, and Val was like, no, we can't do that.
So people stopped you from doing.
Oh, yeah, I probably would have.
Oh, you want a couple more?
Sure.
I got a few more dirtbag questions.
There we go. Are they good ones?
Have you ever hooked up with someone to avoid sleeping in your car?
No.
No?
I mean, I've hooked up with people for no reason, but not to just avoid sleeping in my car.
Okay. Well,
I've always had my own place, thankfully.
Oh, okay.
So I've always had somewhere to go.
So you're not a dirtbag. Have you ever paid somebody with weed or beer?
Oh, yeah.
Dirtbag.
I have a whole tattoo for beer.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Do you go to the Salvation Army flea market or consignment shops to buy items and then flip them on eBay or Etsy?
No, that's like super dirtbag. That's like actual, not even a joke dirtbag shit. Because there's people who can't afford to actually buy these things.
Right, and you're going and buying it and then selling it on eBay.
Right.
Like, that's major dirtbag.
Get your shit together.
Well, Winnie does that, so this was a dirtbag question for
Winnie. Extra dirtbag.
Yeah. Have you ever faked a stomach ache at school just to see the nurse who didn't wear a bra? That's a guy's question.
No, I always had an old nurse.
Yeah.
But I did. I was like tired.
Just I'm gonna stomach ache. I need somebody to pick me up.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So kind of a dirtbag.
Kind of a dirtbag.
Have you ever this is Winnie specific. He did this, just so you were aware. Have you ever traded in a car with a tire on fire?
On fire.
On fire. I'm meeting him down at the bottom of Sawkill Road where a Beal Auto is. Sawkill Road comes down Washington Avenue.
Uh-huh.
And there's that garage right there.
Yep.
I'm meeting him there, and he comes off of the thruway, and he pulls in, and the left rear tire's flat and on fire. And he's trading his Toyota Tercel in.
I have traded a car in with some physical damage, but never with a tire on fire. I feel like I got to step on my dirtbagness.
This was a very specific dirtbag. So like it's not like it's a general dirtbag question because that was like I knew this.
So he drove it on flat so far. It set it on fire.
He goes, well, I had to trade it in. And he fucking trades the car. I'm like, dude.
Actually, I did. Well, it wasn't on fire.
But with a flat tire down on the rim?
Almost. I filled it with air before I went and traded my car in so that once it got there and they parked it, then it would go flat?
Yeah. That's dirtbag.
It's dirtbag.
Dirtbag.
Yeah. Tires are expensive.
They are. Have you ever left your Christmas lights up past February?
My Christmas lights have been up for the last 3 years.
Dirtbag.
Like hanging, there's like shit in it. Like,
we're all dirtbags. That's a total dirtbag move, though.
It's cold. Who wants to take this shit down?
Yeah.
And I didn't even put them up. So
yeah, but the best part is now, like, if you have a party, you got some lights up.
They're not even plugged in.
Whatever. Have your house ever had carpet in the kitchen? Have you ever had a house that had carpet in the kitchen or bathroom?
Yes.
Dirtbag. Like, who the fuck does that?
I don't know. It's weird.
That's really weird to have it like in the kitchen or the bathroom.
Thinking about it now when I'm older, like when I was younger, it was nice because my feet were warm.
Yeah.
But like now that I'm older, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And I'm a nurse, so like I know what's in it.
Like having a fucking carpet around the toilet, not like a, but having an actual carpet in there.
Yeah. No. Like
not a piss that must be on that carpet or whatever, you know.
Like those type of places, I want to go swab and see what's growing.
Yeah, what the hell's exactly in there? Yeah. Do you know anyone who says the word instead of crayon? You say it.
I say it.
Dirtbag.
Get the crayons.
The crayons?
The crayons.
Oh my god! Do you say wash also?
No, I say wash.
Okay.
There's no R.
In the first one, in our first ever dirtbag, we're like, do you ever know somebody who says the word wash?
Yep.
And we did. We both know somebody. Amy says it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all the time. Wash my clothes.
You gotta wash it.
Yep. Have you ever had tape hold in your batteries on your remote control?
Uh-huh.
Dirtbag. See? So they're the type of things we do without like... I would have had very specific dirtbag questions if I knew you wanted to play dirtbag.
You didn't ask. Like, what do you want to talk about?
Listen. And you said, oh, I don't know. Just surprise me.
Exactly.
So I did. I kept it light and easy for you, but you did very good.
Next time we're going to have to
Next time we'll have to
extra dirtbag.
Yes. I'll make sure it's a good one.
Yeah.
Have you ever had someone's wife come to the same function with you and then go talk to their husband?
Does that make me a dirtbag though if I ratted on him?
No, but it's, you know what it is? It's a dirtbag moment though.
Sure. Yeah, I definitely felt like climbing under a table for sure.
Like in the moment, you're probably like, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to do it. And then you're like, that's kind of dirty.
Well, I did. And then the guy was like, yeah. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Then
so we've all been waiting for this. And
yeah.
I was like, okay. All right.
Yeah. So you did a very good job. We made it over the hour mark. It didn't feel like it took an hour.
No.
And we didn't expose you too bad.
No, not really.
So it wasn't bad. So now comes your favorite part. You get to, I will say the main part, but you definitely want to say the other part.
Hell yeah, I do.
Because you were a big friend.
I was his girlfriend. I was the other girlfriend.
You were the other girlfriend of our buddy Joe.
Sure was.
So every show we always end with Joe's favorite quote. For Gmac and Tiff, this is the Outlaw Blues podcast. And as always,
take it deep.